before you went off to lunch, Hayden?
Think about how fractions can be used later in life and what you're gonna need them for.
Yes, what do you need fractions for? Why do you need to learn fractions, Nathan?
So you can get your top college degree.
Okay, so you can get your college degree. Why else would you need it? What's another reason that you would need them, Kylie?
Get more smarter.
Okay, to get smarter. Willie?
So you know how to divide stuff equally?
Divide things equally, okay. Peyton?
So on tests, you won't get them wrong.
Okay, so tests. What do we use? Later in life you might not take math tests though. So what would you use fractions for? Hayden?
If there was a job where you had to figure out how many people or something would be in this place, you'd have to use fractions.
Okay, so a job. Nathan?
Like, speak. An example of a job, my brother's going into the military and he has to take this big test before he can go.
Okay.
It's all about fractions.
Really? Okay. So to get into the military. Willie?
So you can teach other people how to do it?
Okay, teach others. Has anybody baked a cake before?
Yeah.
What do you notice about the recipe? Isaac?
There's more than one thing and sometimes you might have more than you need, so you need to buy them.
Okay. Kylie?
Sometimes you have a box of cakes that's not made, and the directions are on it, and it says if you're having like a half a cake,
Okay. It might say half a cup of
milk.
flour, okay, or milk. So a recipe you're going to need fractions for. Can you think of anything else? Recipes? Okay, so you had equal slices of oranges.
Yes. And I about 4 of them
So you ate 6 out of 10 slices. Lindsay? To make brownies, okay, so recipes. Emily?
So like if you're reading, you can understand it.
Okay, so if you're reading something about fractions, you'll be able to understand it. Has anybody has anybody watched sports on TV?
Kind of.
Okay, I know that a bunch of the boys play soccer in here. How is the game divided?
Like 13 on one team and 13 on the other, but like on the
I mean the game. So
Oh,
how long is
there's like-
the game?
an hour or something.
Okay, and do you play for an hour straight?
No.
No, what do you do?
You
Isaac?
like take it that time because sometimes someone could get hurt or something happened that you were supposed to do.
Okay, so you divide the game into what? Do you ever have breaks?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dayton?
Yeah, we have breaks, and it's like for like a half of a game of a
Oh, wait, can you say that again?
a half of a game.
Okay, so you say halftime during a game, or do you have quarters?
Yeah.
Are you guys know the
Period.
periods? Okay, there's how many periods in a hockey game? 3, so the game is divided into 3 periods. So sports games,
Unless they're
You've seen fractions?
Overtime.
how about if you're building something? Has anybody built anything where you needed to cut wood? You might need to cut a block of wood in half or into quarters. Are you raising your hand because you have, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Nathan?
Oh, that's because I
Okay,
have.
you're just, okay. I didn't know if you had something to add. Lindsay, do you have something to
My
add?
dad built a pavilion.
Built a pavilion, and so he used fractions to make sure he had the right size for stuff, right? So these are reasons why we need to know our fractions, because in life, we have fractions all around us. So the next time that you're cooking something, look at the fractions on the box. Next time you're at a soccer game, think of, oh, there's 2 halves in my game. Yes, Isaac?
One, I used fractions for my meatballs.
What do you mean you used fractions for your meatballs?
I ate a meatball and then I ate 1/4.
Oh. So you divided your meatballs as you ate them? Yesterday, we talked about a fraction. Does anybody remember what the bottom is called and what the top is called? Adam?
The bottom one is the denominator.
Close, denominator.
Denominator.
And what was the top called, Lily? The denominator? Numerator. It was close. Numerator.
Looks like
Okay, so the bottom tells us what, usually? Willie?
How many pieces there are?
How many pieces there are total, or how many are in that group? And what does the top usually tell us? Kylie? Yep, so those parts, those pieces. Yes, good explanation. Okay, we're going to take out your fraction pieces, please. Take them out. We are going to practice adding them again to make wholes. Okay, so take them out. You can put your circles together right now. Okay, quickly putting them together. I'll give you 30 more seconds.
30 seconds.
Yep.
It might not be perfect for me, but I did my best. Who's the piece? Piece size.
10 seconds.
Oh. This can't be on the other side.
Three, two, one. Okay, hands in the air. Okay. You can put them down, but you are not touching your pieces. You can lower them, but you're not touching your pieces. Okay, please pull out your circle that is divided into 6 pieces. Okay? You do not need to have a perfect circle, just have your pieces, which are green, out. And if I have my pieces all over the place,
I put mine on.
and right now I have 1 piece, how would I write that in a fraction? I have 1 piece. Willie?
1 out of 6.
1 out of 6. So does the 1 go on the bottom or the top?
The top.
Top, which is called, what is that place called?
Numerator.
Numerator. And what is the denominator? number?
The denominator is 6.
6, and this is telling me I have 1 out of 6 pieces. Now I want to make this a whole piece again, a whole circle. How would I do that? Adam?
Then do another fraction that was 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6. So, what am I doing with those? 5 out of 6. And what? Adding. Okay. So please put 1 6 away from your group. Have 1 6 by itself. Now I want you to add your 5 pieces. Ugh. I want you to add your 5 pieces all over there. I'm gonna start moving lines again. Move your 5 pieces over to that 6.
Okay.
So then we're making a whole piece. Okay? And so now, how would I correctly add those two fractions together? What do I do, Nathan?
Add 5 plus 1 and that'd be 6, and you leave the bottom numbers alone.
Why do I leave the bottom numbers alone? Nathan?
Because if it's the only number of pieces, you can't add that, and then you'd have to get more pieces.
Yeah, so I would have to get other pieces and they're the same number. We're talking about the same whole, so I'm gonna keep it the same, okay? You can move your 6 pieces away. And I would like you to pull out your fourths or your quarters. So you should have your fourths out, which are blue. So you should only be touching the blue pieces right now. Let's do 2 of them. So please move 2 to the side. You can put them together. Okay, how would I write that in a fraction, Isaac?
2/4.
2/4, and where does the 2 go? On the top. And where does the 4 go? And why did you say 2/4? What is that telling us?
Because you wrote 2, but there's 4 altogether.
Yes. Okay, so what do I want to do to make this a whole piece again? Emily?
Move 2 to the other 2.
Move 2 to the other 2. So everybody please move your 2 to the other 2. And how would I write that in a fraction to represent these 2, Peyton?
4 out of 4.
To represent these 2?
Oh, 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4. And then what do I do with these 2 fractions, Adam?
Add them.
Add them. And what do I get when I add them, Hayden?
12.
I get 12 when I add all of these together?
Yeah.
Or where are you getting 12 from?
4 plus 4 equals 8, and 8 plus 4 equals 12.
Okay, no. Because what do we do? Who can help Hayden out? What do we do with this bottom? What do we do with this bottom, Parker K? We keep it the same because they're the same number. We're talking about this whole thing, which was divided into 4. Okay? And then the top, what do we do with the top, Lily? You add them together, so what numbers am I adding? Which equals 4. So we have 1 whole, 4 out of 4. So Hayden, what did I do with these bottom numbers?
Keep it the same, and then you have 2 on top, and then equals 4, and then
And this equals 4, and then this equals what?
1.
Yeah. So we're going to keep the bottom the same because they're the same fraction denominators. Okay, pull out your thirds. What color are your thirds?
Red.
Red. Okay. I have 2. Please pull over 2 thirds. Separate 2 thirds. How would I write this as a fraction? Peyton?
2 out of 3.
Okay. And why did you do it that way?
Because all of the ones they go on whole one that goes down the bottom, then the ones that you take away, you put on the top.
Yes. So I have 2 pieces out of 3 pieces, which was a possibility. I could have 3 total. So now I want to add the part that I'm missing. So what would I add? What am I adding? Nathan?
1/3.
1/3. So please move your 1/3 over to the 2/3. And how would I write that as a fraction? Parker C. Yes, and what do I do with these 2, Parker? Add them, and what do you get? Yes. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Do you want to do halves, or do you want to do the 8s? We're gonna do the 8s. Okay, so please pull out 5 8s. Pull them out.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is my first step here? Adam?
What's the fraction of 5 out of 8?
5 out of 8. Okay. And Lindsay, how would I show how to add to get one whole? What do I want to do next? 3 out of 8. Okay, and what am I doing with my pieces? Adding how many? 5 and 3. So please, everybody move your 3 pieces over to your 5 pieces. Okay, and what would I do next? Thomas, what would I do next with these 2 fractions?
Add 5 and 3.
Okay, and that would equal?
8.
Okay,
8
8
out of 8.
out of 8 pieces, and that equals
A whole.
1 whole. Good job, everyone.
Can we do the halves now?
Sure, we can do the halves now.
Yay. That was easy.
Okay, so everybody pull out your halves. And put 1/2 over to the side. And how would I write that, Isaac?
1
1
out of 2.
out of 2.
1 down.
And Parker K? 1 out of 2 again. And what am I doing with my piece? Okay, everybody move your 1/2 over to your other half. Put them together. What am I doing with those 2 numbers, Willie?
We're gonna add the 2 top numbers to keep the 2 bottom numbers the same, and when you add it, and then it equals 1 whole.
Yes, it equals 1 whole. Okay, keep your pieces out. And who is the materials person?
I'm helping.
Materials. Lily, I would like you to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 whiteboards, 2 for each table. I would like Hayden to get 8 markers, 2 per table.
He gets 7. I got 7.
Yeah.
You only need 1 marker for each pair of you. And then I would like Emily to get the erasers, 2 for each group. everybody hand out everything they were supposed to hand out? Everybody hold up your whiteboards. Okay, put them down. You are going to work with the person across from you. We did something like this last week. Right now, you should not be writing on your board. I did not say take the cap off your marker. Okay, so you are going to work with the person across from you. And one person is going to hold the card. They're going to show you 2 cards. So if I show, Catherine's my partner, I have a 2, and I'm going to do 2 out of 3. The other person is going to write the fraction down. Okay, so I'd write, what would I be writing down? Adam?
3 on the bottom and 2 on the top.
3 on the bottom, 2 on the top. And then the other person is also going to have to make this equal to 1 whole. So what am I going to do to make this, what am I going to add to make this 1 whole, Parker K? 1/3. Okay, and that's going to equal what? 3/3, which equals 1 whole. Okay, and then the partner with the cards is going to do that twice, and then the other person you're going to switch. You're going to give the whiteboard to the person with the cards, and the cards person is going to give the cards to the whiteboard person. Are there any questions about what you need to do? Yes.
Have a marker and not it because they both have a marker. I'm asking them, can I please have one? And they're like, no, go get your own.
Okay, I'll get you one. Okay, so you are working with your partner to make whole numbers out of the hard fractions that you make. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, that's so funny.
No, well, actually,
You got me,
how many would they? You have a lot of babies.
I am not got it.
How would you make it a whole? It probably is. So you can do it if you want. No, she's supposed to show you that. Okay, you only show one fraction at a time. They are only showing you one fraction, and you have to come up with that second fraction to make it a whole.
No, actually,
We're supposed to add 2 fractions.
you didn't have to add anything. It was already.
They're gonna give you 2 numbers, so if I gave you 4 out of 6, you need to write 4 out of 6 on your board, and then you need to figure out what fraction you need to use to add up to 1 whole. Okay, so show me what you would do with 4 out of 6. Okay, so you're gonna add what to equal 1? So here's this. You don't need that. And you want to equal 1. So you're going to use another fraction, because this doesn't equal 1 right now because it's only 4 out of 6. Right? Okay, so what are you going to do? Okay, so if I set it up like this.
Here you go.
What would you do?
Say hi to the camera.
So to make this 1 whole, we wanted to have 6 over 6, right? So what would you add to 4 to make it 6? Yeah.
What?
Did you add these 2? Okay, and so now it's 1 whole. Okay, give them another one, Willie. Yeah, Yeah.
Last one.
8 out of 8. What are you gonna add to make it 1? This is a trick one.
You need to look at your cards and make sure you have the small one on the top. You never put the big one on the top. Here, the smaller number always is that's different than adding and subtracting. In fractions,
Yeah.
the small one.
This is an 8. Okay? Pretend it was
That's
6. So I would do 9.
Where'd she go?
No, she said the 6 you already had one.
You have the bottom, so you don't add anything.
It's already one. You don't have to do anything.
No, that's a 9. See, 9. Make it a 9. Make it a 9. Call it a 9.
Showed you.
Then you put down three numbers.
So
It's 4 out of 9. Wait.
then you have to add something to equal 6.
You're making
Remember, this number always stays the
That's
same.
useful.
So that would be
Everyone
6.
right.
So what would you add to a 1 to get to 6?
Number 2 equals 1. 1/2 is equals 1. Yeah, see, you know.
You gotta give
It's not mine. So I have,
Yes.
so use your pieces. I want you to use your pieces. Right? You're at it. So 1/2. Show me 1/2. And I want to make a whole circle. How would you do that? I'm just talking, don't even worry about the numbers right now. Worry about the pieces. So you have 1, you want to make another circle. You want to make a whole circle. Okay, with the quarters, I want you to show me if you have 3 quarters, what are you going to do with your pieces to make it a whole piece? Don't worry about the numbers, just this picture. How are you going to make it a full circle? Yes, you're going to add 1 of these, right? Okay? So the same thing is with your numbers. So you have 3 pieces here, and then you added 1 of your pieces, right? And that made it a full circle. So now you're going to keep it because it was out of 4 pieces, and then you're going to add those ones. Okay? I want you to show me with your shirts. You have 1 card. What are you going to do? You use every combination you could think of. Did you do 1 out of 6? 3 out of 4? 3 out of 6? 4 out of 6?
I didn't do 4 out of 6.
Okay, so do the cards real quick.
Hey, no jumping. No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
This is so hard.
Okay, please put your cards together.
Pick a card, any card.
I'm going to come around and collect them. I would like Lily to collect the whiteboards, Hayden to collect the markers, and Emily to collect the erasers.
Here is go.
Okay, markers should be put away. Put your fractions away. Put your fractions away.
tried to get this shape, but
Putting your fractions away right now. Put your hands in the air when you are done. Waiting for 3 people. Okay, put your hands down. At the beginning of the lesson, we talked about why you would use fractions in the real world. What is one example of how you would use fractions, Peyton?
I forgot.
Okay, somebody who is going to remember when I call on your name. Parker?
Cooking.
Cooking? Willie?
To teach others.
To teach others? Hayden?
job.
Your job? Thomas?
To know it in college.
To know it in college. And Adam?
Good.
Degree.
Get your college degree. Do you have another one, Isaac?
Military.
Military? Emily?
Reading.
Reading. Okay. So you're going to use these in real life too, even though we're just learning the basics right now. And today we focused on adding fractions to make a whole. Okay? Who was at the center yesterday? Can you tell the people who are going to the center what you're going to be doing today? Peyton, what did you have to do?
You have to roll both of the dice,
Okay?
and then you go down to the 5s, and then you take all of them,
You take all of them?
yeah,
Okay, and do what with them?
and put them in the circles.
Okay. Is that what everybody else did too? Put all the 5s over there? What did you do, Lily? Eventually you are putting all of the 5s in there, but if I rolled a 2 out of 5, I'm writing that down here. Writing, you forgot that part. So you're writing it down first. And then you're going to move 2 of the 5s, 2 of the 5ths over here. Then you need to figure out how many pieces am I going to need to make it one whole.
Please excuse the interruption. Sean Carpenter, please come to the school office. Sean Carpenter to the school office. Thank you.
Okay. And so how many am I going to need to make it a whole? How many pieces am I going to have to move? Adam? 3 pieces.
In the circle, you have to move 3 more.
Yes. So I already had 2 pieces in the circle, so I need to move 3 more. So you'll move 3 more. And then you'll write that down. So you have to move 3. And that equals 5 over 5. Move it over, write it again. And that equals 1 whole. Any questions? Okay, so the group that's going to be doing that today, that's what you're going to do at this center. What did you do at the memory center?
Oh.
Where you played memory, Parker, okay?
And then you pick up another one and you pretend there a match, you had to put it back down, and if you did get a match, you got it.
Yes. And what did you forget to do yesterday?
And we had to write down.
Yes. So when you get a match while you are playing memory, you need to make sure that you write it down on a separate piece of paper and hand it in at the end. And then, what did you do in the other group, Isaac?
We played a card game, and you gave us some cards to start with, and we put down a number one or a fraction, and if someone else had the card that you have that is the same as a fraction or picture, you put it on their deck, and if you get 3 of them, it's all one, so it's a 5.
Yes. So in this game, you are going to be matching the fraction, the words to the name of the fraction, and you are going to match the picture. Okay? So I rotated the groups over here. So the listening table, which is playing memory, you can play wherever you want. You're playing with one or two people. It should be Isaac, Catherine, Adam, Thomas, and Hayden.
We were already there yesterday.
No, you weren't.
How's memory?
You played the card game with me yesterday.
Oh.
Okay, the smart board should be Caden, Parker K, Matt, Kylie, Lindsay, and Emily. And the reading corner over there that is playing the card game with me should be Nathan, Parker C, Lily, Peyton, and Willie. Okay? You may leave.
You are